مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم محمد سيد الكونين وثقلين محمد سيد الكونين وثقلين والفريقين من عرب ومن عجم مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا.
But when I look around you, I see a garden of flowers all blend together in one lovely big bouquet, representing one community that we all belong to. My friends, many things have happened in this world, but we can only solve it by working together and be together to understand each other, because peace is understanding each other, and peace is justice, and we all must sing the song of harmony with peace. Thank you very much, and I hope, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Miss Ellie. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the London Islamic Cultural Society. So my father came in the 1950s as a young man, and it was always, you know, England was connected to us, and his brother-in-laws and brothers were over here as well too. And it was about how do you make better your life. And also I think all the Guyanese brothers came here to do better. They were going to be lawyers, they were going to be accountants, they were going to be anything like this. In Guyana, my father was very much part of the community where my grandparents built mosques. Nobody knew that you would have that opportunity to come and build a mosque here in the UK. But one thing led to another, and he became a little bit despondent with groups that were already here. First of all, you go to other masjids and they spoke a different language. They didn't really recognize our culture. And especially the women were not recognized in any of these places. Sometimes there was no provision for women. Being Guyanese, our women are very much involved. He opened his home to allow people to come and do their prayers, to do their Ramadan, break their fast. From that, it was an automatic that he was going to be a leader. And so I think that the transition from when my father, if you like, I think he was very clever. He coached us all. He encouraged us to shadow what he was doing and other members were doing, so that the organization could continue without there being any breakage. That was seamless. Let me show you the board, a history board of our organization. Beginning with Mr. Ali, who is the president of this mosque. He's the person who had the vision of establishing a center like this. And as I said earlier, the sole purpose for this was about the children and the women, because there was such a need for it in our community. The board here shows various pictures in our history, including our work with the interfaith groups, the police, domestic violence, and Remembrance Day events that we take part in. Our community is very, very, very much engaged in making our community safer and really, really good for our people in the community. We also took part in the Model Mosque a few years ago, and we came in the semi-finals, which was a boost for our mosque because it was probably the only one that had a woman representing them in that particular show. This board also shows the total engagement of the London Islamic Cultural Society from an early time in 1987 to now, where we've actually built this amazing building here that comprises of mosque areas, banqueting hall and children's facilities.
This mosque was formed in 1983 at our brother Ali home, who is our current president, on Willoughby Road. From there, we found it wasn't suitable. We moved the accommodation in Parkview Road, that's in Tottenham. Our community grew bigger, so that place was not suitable for us. So we looked for a suitable place, and then we found this current premises where we are now. It was a synagogue at the time. We bought the place, and from there on, we transformed it to what it is today.
We've been established over 35 years ago, and we do provide various service, education for the children, madrasa. Also, we do marriages here, and we help the community mainly at large.
Members lent money to the mosque to build this mosque. It's interest-free money, which was repaid to them in various stages. Services provided by this mosque, in addition to the daily prayers, is Islamic marriages, madrasa for the children, that's school, a resident of the sick, and funeral prayers and advice to the community. In addition to school visits, all the schools in the local community bring their children here for visits. So we form a very useful services to the community, and all welcome. In addition to that, we have a hall upstairs where it's used by the community for marriages, services, and other religious functions.
The services is fantastic here because you got people, the committee here, the worshipper, they approach the imams and the trustees for an everyday sort of going problem. So we always available to answer the question. The community is everybody here. As you know, we got Pakistani, Bangladeshi, Middle East person, Somalian. So we don't categorize one group. Everybody here is the most interested. I would say the community here, they are marvelous. The worshipper that comes to this mosque, they've been very generous. And they are the only people that have been given money to this mosque, week in and week out.
مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم محمد سيد الكونين وثقلين محمد سيد الكونين وثقلين والفريقين من عرب ومن عجم مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم ثم الرضا عن أبي بكر وعن عمر وعن علي وعن عثمان ذي الكرم والآل والصحب ثم التابعين فهم أهل التقى والنقى والحلم والكرم مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم بشرى لنا معشر الإسلامين لنا من العناية ركنا غير منحدم مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم مولاي صل وسلم